Ever feel like you're just like barely hanging on at work? You know, like just trying to make it to Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're not alone.
Yeah.
So we're doing this deep dive on some fascinating research on how to not just survive, but thrive at work.
I think what I find so interesting about this research is that it really emphasizes the importance of self-care
Okay.
as a foundation for, work success.
So that's like the exercise and the diet and the sleep, right?
Right, exactly. And
Yeah.
it's not about being perfect
Yeah.
at all those things. It's just about understanding,
Right.
like, why they're important.
Okay.
And, if you think about it, like regular exercise, like even a quick walk, can really boost your energy and your focus, especially like in the afternoon, when you hit that slump.
Yeah.
Eating nourishing foods, that's going to help you think clearly
Oh, yeah.
and have stable energy for those like marathon meetings that we all have.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. And then prioritizing sleep.
Okay.
I mean, that's huge
Oh my gosh, yes.
because that impacts decision making.
Well, and you know what I've noticed? And this is maybe too much information, but I am so much snappier with people at work when I haven't slept.
Oh, interesting.
Like I'm just not as nice when I haven't slept.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
fuse is a lot shorter.
It is. So better sleep, better teamwork,
Totally.
sign me up.
Yeah.
So all of that said, what about when you feel like chained to your desk?
Right.
Like how does that fit in?
Well, that's where those short breaks come in.
Okay.
And it's not about slacking off.
Right.
It's about, really being strategic and thinking about your productivity because our brains are not meant to focus for hours
Right.
at a time.
Okay.
So if you can just give yourself like even 5 minutes every hour just to reset,
Yeah.
that is going to, I think, really help you in the long run.
It's like hitting the reset button on your brain.
Totally.
I've started setting a timer on my phone. It's been really helpful. Okay, let's talk about boundaries. So we all want to be the team player,
Yeah.
right? Like we want to be the one that can handle anything, but saying yes to everything can really backfire.
Yeah, it's not sustainable.
Okay.
And it's going to lead to burnout,
Right.
resentment. So, you have to think of it like a bank account.
Oh, okay.
Your energy and your time, right?
Yeah.
If you're constantly withdrawing and you're never making deposits, eventually you're going to be bankrupt.
I like that. That's a good analogy.
Thanks.
Do you have any advice on how to actually set boundaries? Especially for those of us who are people pleasers?
I would say start small. You have to think of it like building a muscle,
Okay.
right? So start by saying no to like the small things, like low priority requests,
Okay.
things that don't really align with your goals.
Yeah.
And each time you do it, you get more confident.
It's like saying no to the extra cookies so you can enjoy a delicious meal later. Okay. Mindfulness. I'll admit, I was a little skeptical about this one at first.
I get it.
Yeah, it felt a little woo-woo, a little out there.
Yeah, it seems a little out there, but it's not about, like meditation retreats
Okay.
or chanting. It's really just about being more aware of the present moment
Right.
and particularly those physical sensations of stress.
Okay.
Like when your heart starts to race or your shoulders get
Yeah.
tense
Yes.
or you notice you're taking these short, shallow breaths.
So how do you actually do that when everything's going crazy?
So you can just, even if you close your eyes for a minute
Okay.
and just take a couple of deep breaths,
Okay.
that's going to shift you from this reactive state to being more responsive.
Okay.
And then you're able to approach those challenges with a lot more clarity and, composure.
Okay. So almost like a mini meditation.
Exactly.
Okay. I like it.
Okay.
Last but not least, seeking support. That can be tough.
Right.
Yeah. Because no one wants to be the complainer, but you're not complaining. It's really about being proactive.
Right. Exactly. It's like problem solving.
Mm.
So if you could reframe it and think of it more as, a way to overcome an obstacle,
Yeah.
maybe you go to your manager about your workload. Maybe you're not clear about something.
Right.
Or even just venting to a colleague that you trust just to get a fresh perspective.
Yeah. So remembering that you're not alone.
Exactly.
Okay. So it seems like what we're really talking about here is that we're not robots.
Yeah.
Like we have feelings, we have needs. We are not just, working machines.
We're humans.
We're humans, and taking care of ourselves is actually really important for our work.
Yeah, it's essential.
It's essential.
And I think the most encouraging thing is you don't have to do everything perfectly.
Right.
Like even if you just choose one of these tips,
Yes.
it's going to have a ripple effect.
That's awesome. So for our listeners out there, think about what your biggest challenge is at work right now. Which one of these tips could help you tackle that? What small change can you make this week to prioritize your well-being at work? Until next time, happy diving.